Hey, what's up guys? Seasonal Talk Sam here to bring you guys an episode 1 review and first impressions of Campione. So, like I stated in my pre-thoughts video, I said this was another series that I may be checking out from this season's lineup, and seeing how I really had nothing else better to do this afternoon, I figured why not make another first impressions video. So, yeah, so before I get on with the actual first impressions and review, I want to briefly say that I'm not going to be describing this episode from verbatim, purely because, it would make this video way longer than it should be, and I don't want to spoil anyone who's watching this video but hasn't even seen the first episode of Campione yet. So, yeah. So anyway, I'm just gonna try my best to give a really brief summary of the important events that occurred in this episode. So, yeah. So we're introduced to this boy named Godo. He is in Italy. His grandfather told him to, deliver this tablet to one of his friends that lives in Italy. And while he's on his way there, he gets not really attacked, but gets somewhat mugged by this not really mugged, but he gets pretty much threatened by this Italian girl, which we find out her name is Erica, and she's literally holding a knife almost to his neck, and she pretty much is like threatening him in Italian, and he's like, he doesn't understand what she's saying, and then she pretty much repeats herself the second time, only this time she says it in Japanese, and pretty much she's like, drop the tablet or else I'll kill you. And then yeah, and then a couple seconds later, pretty much time stops for a moment, and then this gigantic boar god, it's either a pig or a boar, same difference. This giant pig god appears and just wreaking havoc, but no one gets hurt because time stops, and there wasn't really anyone in the vicinity while the boar god was around. So like Erica tries to stop it, and it didn't really work because she almost got killed by it, and then eventually the boar god just goes back to wherever it came from, and then Erica pretty much describes that it was a god, it was an avatar god, and all this other stuff, and and then really later on in the episode, well, like pretty much in the last couple of minutes of the episode, they encounter another god, which I believe his name was Zeth. I think it was Bareth Ragna or something like that. Yeah, he's another god that appears right before Erica and Godo, and pretty much tries to kill them, and then due to certain events, Godo finds a way to pretty much kill Bareth Ragna, and then after killing Bareth Ragna, he earns the title of Campione, which literally means God Killer. So, and that's pretty much the first episode in a really brief nutshell. So, yeah. So my thoughts on the first episode. It was very interesting to say the very least. Like the whole concept of, killing gods, and then, it was pretty interesting because I don't think I've come across an anime or manga that's had this concept of killing certain type of gods. And this one, yeah, this anime pretty much brought something very new to the table for me. So yeah, but yeah, this episode was really interesting. I mean, I wouldn't say it was like, a holy shit, you gotta watch this type of first episode, but it was very interesting at the very least. And I know I've said that like 3 times, but that's the only way I could describe this first episode. It was really interesting. And unlike with Arcana, if you saw my episode, 1 review of that, I'm actually intrigued to see what else happens in the series. So, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna, I'm pretty much gonna definitely stick with this one. So, as far as episode reviews goes for Campione, don't hold your breath because I don't want to say that catch you guys on my episode 2 review next Friday, and then next Friday comes along and you don't see a video from me, and then I would have to explain in the bulletin why I didn't upload my episode 2 review of Campione. So if I don't upload the episode 2 review of Campione, that doesn't mean I dropped the series. It means either I'm busy or I'm just too damn lazy to even make an episode 2 review. Episode 2, all I gotta say is that episode 2 would have to be really, really good for me to go out of my way and film an episode 2 review for it. So yeah, so if episode 2 or so yeah, if episode 2 completely knocks my socks off, then I'll make an episode review for it. If not, then whatever. But but yeah, I'm giving this up until episode 3 for me to decide whether or not I'll do episode reviews of this weekly until it ends, because I believe this is going to be only 12 episodes long. Um, so yeah, and there were quite a few funny parts in this episode, like um, the lady that was friends with Goto's grandfather. She pretty much locked what's his face Goto in Erica's room, even though Erica was pretty much half naked. Well, she wasn't half naked. She was pretty much in her bra and her panties, and like there's like this scene where Erica gets completely drunk and thinks she's talking to Goto, but she's actually talking to like this Iron Mask, and she's like, "Why are you talking?" He's like, "Why are you talking to me?" And then she tries to flick it, and like she pretty much not breaks her finger, but like she pretty much like yeah, she pretty much like yeah, she hurts her finger a little bit, and she's like, what the ow, what how are you so thick-headed and all that sort of stuff. So it was pretty hilarious to say the least. But yeah, her Goto's grandfather's friend locking him in Erica's room for the entire night was pretty hilarious in itself. And then pretty much Erica like literally didn't beat the crap out of him, but she literally punched him, and she's like, "What are you doing in my room, you pervert?" And he's like, "But the door wouldn't open. I didn't even touch you." It's like, "Yeah, you're right. You didn't touch me, because if you did touch me, I'd have killed you." Well, yeah. She basically said, "If you did touch me, I would slit your neck, but I would slit your throat." But same thing. So yeah, pretty interesting first episode. Looking forward to more, and hopefully you might see an episode 2 review from me next Friday. So anyway, for those who haven't seen Campione yet but are just watching this video just to get a feel whether or not you would like to, watch it, did my did my first impression slash review did my first impressions video slash episode 1 review encourage you to check out Campione? Let me know in the comment section below. And also for those who've seen the first episode of Campione, leave me your thoughts in the comment section below as well. So yeah, anyway, this is No Talk Sam, and catch you guys in my next video.